1051.
It's Pal 1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We have a legend in the building.
He's always
That's what they say. That's what they say.
We have the homie N9ne here. Good morning, sir.
How do you do, brother?
How is everything?
I'm kicking it like a donkey.
Now, the first time I really felt the experience, of N9ne was I was doing Sucker Free when Sucker Free was around.
Yes,
I
sir.
remember this. You were excited. You went to Kansas City.
I didn't go. They sent the whole. They wouldn't allow me to go. They sent the whole Sucker Free team down there.
Yeah, they did.
And they showed basically how N9ne, his process of doing music.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. I was like, but everything's always exaggerated when you look at it. I was like, that gotta be exaggerated.
No.
And then when the numbers came back for that Sucker Free episode, that was the biggest Sucker Free episode ever.
Yeah, I heard
Ever.
that. I heard that.
Ever. Any artist, N9ne had the largest Sucker Free audience. And I was like, wow. And then I just started doing my homework and seeing how big he was. And it was just amazing to see how somebody who's not on a major makes way more money than a lot of these artists on major, has a touring life that's bigger than a lot of these artists out there.
Yeah.
He was the #3 touring artist at one point in the country.
Yeah, it was like Kanye, it was Jay-Z, and it was like me. That's crazy.
That doesn't sound right. So explain your magic, or what are you doing to people? Explain it.
It's been under the radar for a long time, man. But what a lot of artists don't realize is that if you want to be the hip hop president, you got to get out there and politic. And how do we politic? Through music, through hip hop. We get out there and we tour. We get out there and we have merchandise. You know, people are walking billboards. So if I make a N9ne hat or a N9ne G-string or whatever it is we make, we got a lot of things. We do got N9ne G-string.
I know. I was like, G-string. I never.
Oh my God, they got my face on it and everything. You know what I'm saying? But
That's an interesting place for your face to be.
That's I mean, that's where my face is supposed to be, right?
Okay, yes.
That's why you got a beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway,
touring.
but it's all about touring and merchandise, man, and having a good product. You know what I mean? And thank the Lord that I have a product that people still want to hear.
Now, how did you take that route? Most artists wouldn't want that route, and especially for you who've been in the game for a long time. They want the major label, the big videos, the big budgets.
I had that. I had that. My first deal was '93 with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Respect to them.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah, man.
Janet Jackson, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that ain't all, though. That ain't all. That's more moguls that signed me.
Okay.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah. So '93 was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Perspective A&M. '97 was Quincy Jones, Quest and Warner.
Quincy Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So after that, it was Interscope and J-Core, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like 98 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? 98, 99. And after that, I went through so much bull with the majors, with them wanting me to be a drone. They wanted me to do what everybody else was doing, but I always been to the left. I always been strange. You know what I mean? There's always been a hint of rock and roll with my hip hop. You know what I'm sizzling? So it's like I met my partner Travis O'Gwen like late '99 in Kansas City, Missouri. He said he was a big fan of my music, and he was already a self-made millionaire, you know what I mean, from a furniture business. And he said, what does it take for you to do to get you on TV and get you on radio? You know, I said, it takes a lot because I'm different, da-da-da-da. He said, well, I have a lot. I'm already a millionaire, da-da-da-da. So we did a partnership, a joint venture, and we started Strange Music, and I named it Strange Music because I'm a big Doors fan. Word to Jim Morrison, and I mean, rest in peace, Jim Morrison and Ray Manzarek, who just passed. I just did a song with them on my new album. You know what I mean? So we started.
You did a song with the Doors?
Yes, I did.
The remaining members.
Yeah. The remaining members, and Jim Morrison is on the chorus. It took a lot to do it, but we did it. And thank the Lord that it worked. And it's still working, and I'm here with y'all talking about my new album about to come out July 30th.
I'm glad you thank the Lord, because for the longest time I thought you was a devil worshiper.
Everybody thought
who
that.
had a coat and was going to lead a bunch of
Everybody-
kids to
I-
kill
I-
themselves at a
that's what-
concert one night.
Well,
You know, it's funny
this-
because my intern said the same thing. Like, I'm scared of N9ne, and
Yeah,
I
I've
said,
heard
you know
that.
what? You got to meet him because he's really the nicest person, and he's not a devil worshiper.
People
I
feel
definitely thought you was a devil worshiper.
people fear what they don't understand and what they can't control, because they can't control it. You know what I mean? So if I come out here and I got face paint on, you know what I'm saying? To me, I look more like my ancestors than most of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it's like, I've always been different, but if I did have a cult, truly indeed, if this is a cult that I'm leading, the message I'm giving is love. It's not hate. You know what I mean? This is a message of beautiful music. I'm sharing my life experiences, whether they be bad or good. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot. It threw people for a loop when I came out with Angelic. Me as the angel in purgatory would liberate me on my arms, and the hands from heaven trying to grab me, and the hands from hell trying to pull me down. You know what I mean? Being in the middle, good and bad. You know what I mean? So once I told the story of an angel looking into the well of temptation and falling within the pit of demons and accepting drugs and alcohol like I did as I was a drug addict, the result is the beast, and I had on a devil suit. You know what I'm saying? And with black folk, you can't wear no devil suit nowhere.
Hell no, you either Illuminati or a Satan worshiper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I went from angel to demon. You know what I mean? And I thought that I would paint that picture, and they didn't see the angel; they just saw the devil suit from the movie. What's the movie? No, this ain't no funeral home, and it ain't the terror dome neither.
Hip hop.
No. Welcome to hell. Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood. Yeah.
I had the same suit.
I'm about to say hip hop Hollywood. Tales from the Hood.
I had the same suit. You know what I mean? With the producers who made that movie. You know what I mean? And black folk didn't take to that, so they started. My people started disappearing from my shows because my imagery. But my
You sure you wasn't sacrificing?
Oh no. I mean, if sex means sacrificing, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm sizzling. But I ain't never taught nothing but love. And I was brought up in a Christian house. My mom married a Muslim when I was 12. Ran away from home when I was 17. I've been doing music, you know what I'm saying? Wrote my first rhyme in '85 when I was in 7th grade. So started doing it professionally in '90. Got my first deal in '93, which you know the story.
Right.
But the devil ain't had nothing to do with it. But it's just the imagery is strong. And when you look at the new album cover, you're like, we knew it, because it's a fiery crown on my head.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But it's also a transparent heart with wings. You know what I'm saying? It means evil brain, angel heart. Everybody got it. You know what I mean? You know, so the things that go on in your head, you might not want to share with a lot of people.
Now, did you go to school? Did you go to college?
No.
He just told you he was a drug addict.
That doesn't mean
Now
you go to college.
What was your drug of choice, by the way?
It was ecstasy, shrooms, acid,
Miley's
GHB.
before y'all was doing
Yeah.
Those ain't drugs. That's a
Now,
party.
but you are clean now. Let's.
The way I was doing it was
Stop
drugs.
it,
I did
Charlamagne.
15 pills in one night and almost died.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you
yeah.
have been clean now for how long?
Like 8 years now.
For 8 years.
Yeah, but I still drink.
Right, but you
I
don't.
drink you under the table.
I don't know. You were a little drunk the other night when I saw
Yeah,
you.
but I was on like 7 drinks when you came in, though.
It's nothing.
I got something for you leave.
What you got?
Some good Remy V, white Remy.
Remy V.
You gonna like it.
Okay.
Now, explain to the people how you set up your whole everything. I mean, your warehouse and all that. Like, you know, it amazes me because a lot of artists don't think like that. A lot of people don't think like that. You know what I mean? Especially us.
Yeah.
You know, you look at, you're talking about, you know, you look at a lot of white people and they're not into a lot of the stuff that we're into. They're into creating their business and then they start buying that stuff. But we buy that
White
first.
people.
Yeah, I was
I
was lucky to run into a partner
Who's white?
like Travis O'Gwen. Yeah, he's Irish, but he black.
I'm
for
Irish
real,
too.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a big fan of hip hop. And that was the first dude, you know, we went to go look for houses. You know, we always look for houses like, okay, I'm going to stay here, you're going to stay there, da-da-da-da. But when we started looking for buildings, it was just another level of the game. He's like, Tech, come with me, man. We got to move into a bigger spot. I'm like, where we going? He's like, we're going to go look at this big building. And we went into it, and it was, you know, raggedy and everything. And we had people go in and fix it up how we wanted to, man. It's such a fortress. And it's like, I love the guy, man, for showing me something else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Something else.
Yeah, something else. And since then, we've bought 2 more buildings because we ran out of space with all that space. How big is it, man? I done forgot. Yeah, 18,000 square feet.
The first building, is that the one that was featured in the Source?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And since then, we bought another spot.
But you had your own plant. Like, you're doing everything.
Yeah. By the grace of God, man. You know what I mean? And it's because I feel like real-ish always shines. You know what I mean? And if I just stick to what I've been doing and not conform for no amount of money, I'm good. That's what's gotten me here.
So you press your own T-shirts, your own product, your own CDs, all that on your own stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing,
do, man. We do.
I salute you. That's amazing.
And we're running out of people. You know what I'm saying? We need more people. You know what I mean?
I'm free on weekends. What about you? Yee needs an extra job right now. She just bought a house.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it yet.
She's buying it.
Got inspected.
Would you ever sign to a major? Like, do you ever feel like, okay, I got the
Hell
money?
no!
Shut the F up. You're not Tech9. You got the you got the money and everything, but you know, maybe you feel like, hey, I want a little more fame.
I think we getting there, man. I think we getting there with the radio thing. The radio ain't never been our strong point, you know what I'm saying, or video, you know what I mean? But things are changing. You know, a lot of major artists are wanting to work with me now, man. You know, I'm sizzling. And that's why I say real-ish always shines. You know, I wouldn't have been able to make it on the Carter 4 with Wayne. I didn't even know who Wayne was before he spoke my name when he was in Rikers. So I went up to Rikers and told him thank you. He said, when I get out, it's on. And
You didn't know who Lil Wayne was?
No, I didn't know.
You never met him
I never
personally?
met him.
Got you.
I didn't know what kind of person he was or nothing. I didn't think I'd be able to stay in there for 10 minutes and talk to him. What we gonna talk about?
So you went up to Rikers not knowing who Lil Wayne was, never met him
No, I knew
before?
who he was,
Right.
but you know, I've been a fan, but I didn't know him as a person. I never met him before.
Explain that experience. What made you go to Rikers? He's locked up. He's got to serve a year.
This is the thing. Funkmaster Flex was doing something, interview on the inside with him or somebody, and he said, "Who do you want to work with when you get out?" Now I'm in the studio working on my Bad Season mixtape.
Not in New York. You're back home.
Who Kid? You know, Who Kid came down to Kansas City, and we're gonna do my first mixtape.
Shout out to Who Kid.
Yeah. So. He says to Funkmaster Flex, asked him, "Who you want to work with when you get out?" And he said, "I want to work with my man N9ne and Andre 3000." I was like, did he just say N9ne? You know what I'm saying? He ain't never met me. I never met Wayne, but he's been a fan since the Wake Up Show, me doing the anthem in '99, I think it was. And that's what he told me when I went to Rikers. So I was coming out here like a week like this, like press week, and the OGs, OG Muggs, you know what I'm saying, OG Macho with Fat Joe and EI and everybody over there, Wayne, they put it together for me to go up to Rikers and tell them thank you. And we talked for like 3 hours, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I got on the Carter 4. So elevating, you know what I mean? On this new album, I finally got CeeLo Green to do one with me and Big Crit called That's My Kid. With the exception of those ones I said already, with The Doors, with Strange Days, and System of a Down, Surge did Straight Out the Gate, the first song on the album. I also got Red Cafe on the album with one with Trey the Truth and Big Scoob. I got Game on the album, you know what I'm saying, finally. Kendrick Lamar is on the album, you know what I mean?
So you get respect from everybody.
Yeah, man, and it's a beautiful thing. I found out when I did Rock the Bells the first year, and I'm doing it this year too, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all 4 shows, I think. Yeah, ain't I doing all 4 shows? Yeah. When I found out on that first Rock the Bells, because when you're doing what I do and everybody think you're a devil worshiper, you thinking outside of your little cult, how people say it, you don't think that people are paying attention out here or anywhere else, that on TV or radio or whatever. So when I did Rock the Bells and I got accolades from KRS-One, I'm a big fan, that hit me. You know what I'm saying? When Raekwon came up to me and said, "Tech, I respect what you do, we got to work," I'm like, and Damian Marley doing an interview for Rock the Bells and said, "I'd like to see Tech-9, you know what I'm saying, do his thing, you know."
Well, you have an incredible show, which I think a lot of artists don't.
Yeah. I saw you blow fire one night.
Oh, yeah. You know about Blowfly?
No, I just saw you blow fire.
I thought you said blow fire. You talk funny.
Blow fire.
Oh, blow
fire.
Nah, you ain't seen me blow no fire. I mean, on the mic maybe, but nah. You know what I'm saying? But getting respect from Nas and all those other folks, man, that I grew up listening to, man, was a big thing for me, and it let me know that people were paying attention.
What about Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, yeah.
What about working with Jay-Z?
Didn't you send him a beat or something?
How'd you know about that? I ain't told nobody about that.
I guess it's just called
research. We talked about it in the Q&A the other day.
Oh, okay. See, I was drunk. I can't remember anything.
You sent him a beat?
No, I was supposed to send him a beat because I know his engineer, you know what I mean? Mike Dean.
Oh, okay.
No, Mike
You told
Dean.
Jay-Z no?
No. I wouldn't tell Jay-Z no.
He messed up. Go ahead.
No. His engineer, Mike Dean, they were working on Watch the Throne 2 in Africa or something, so I was emailing Mike Dean like, "Hey, I got this song called That's My Kid with Big Crit and CeeLo, and I know he just had Blue. You think he'd hear this?" And Mike Dean said, "Send it to me. I'll play it for him." You know what I mean? But I ran out of time when I got off tour. I had to put my album together that first day in the studio, as opposed to having a month to finish it. You know, because we had to get things cleared with all these people I just called off on the album. So I didn't get to send it to him. You know what I mean? But I'm going to send him something on the next album. And the one I was going to do with Nas, I didn't get to send to him. It was called The Rise and Fall of Y'all. Like, we're going to be fixtures. We're going to be here during the rise and fall of a lot of y'all. You know,
you had sent Nas a song prior to that, too.
What'd you say?
You said you had sent Nas a song
prior
to that one.
I sent him one called Burn the World, but it was about a little girl that got raped in Kansas City, a 4-year-old by a 20-year-old dude, you know what I mean? And
what?
Yeah, man, it was horrible. You know, and she's a Tech-9 fan too, you know what I mean? And I sent it to Nas, and he said, "That's cool, but that's too personal. I want to go harder," you know what I'm saying? So I respected that. I got you, but I didn't get to send it to him.
Have you ever had to spit your resume to a girl, like you in a club, and you see her talking to some rapper who may have one record out, and you gotta pull it to the side and say, "Look, man, I sold 2 million records independently. This is where you need to be."
Nah, I ain't never got a front because they already know when I walk in the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm Moorish. I'm a king, so it's like when I walk in, it's just gonna feel my aura. You know, I ain't gotta say nothing.
And recently, you also cut all your hair off.
Yeah, I did.
I'm used to the
I was trying to be like my man.
It makes you look like less of a devil worshiper.
Yeah, I ain't got red spiked hair no more, but it's just an appearance. You know what I mean? It's just an appearance of a weird cat. You know what I'm saying? According to my dudes in the hood, I grew up in a blood neighborhood, and some of my dudes like, why would you color your hair red? I'm like, duh, I'm in a blood neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We don't color our hair. I'm saying, it's red. You know what I'm saying? But
why you never signed my dude Blind Fury, man? I thought you was about to sign him at one point.
I thought he was already signed. I just been working with him. I did a song with him and everything. I don't know his situation.
Nah, he ain't signed.
I didn't know that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I heard he was working with Timberland. He's doing all that. I didn't know.
Nah.
I just know. I just go for dope, man. You know what I mean?
I actually told him Strange Music would be the best spot for him, I thought.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, man. We all love him over there. But he ain't never approached us like, this is what I want to do. If I'm not mistaken.
You probably can't see the vision. I need to talk to him.
Oh, you foul. You're foul. You're foul. You're foul.
Yeah.
He's tired of those blind jokes, by the way.
Yeah. He's a talented little dude,
That's my
man.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? And I mess with lyricists, man. And, you know, I got to know the product on the new album, man. You know, on a song called So Dope.
She was actually on tour with you, right?
She's dope.
Nah, she wasn't on tour with me. She is dope, though.
I don't know why I thought she did some stuff with you.
Nah, I mean, it would be good. You know what I mean? People want to see her, you know, and I hope her label, I think she's at Atlantic or something. I don't know. Is she on Atlantic, bro?
Yeah. It's Atlantic?
Yeah. I hope they put out her album because we put out our people. If I would have got at her the 2 years, my partner Travis like, you got to check out Snow. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was so busy that I never did. And when I did, I was like, whoa, when it was too late.
Right.
Yeah, we was going to sign her, you know what I mean? Same thing with Hobson. You know what I mean? But Hobson wanted to do his own thing, and I applaud that, and it's working for him. You know what I'm saying? But I look for MCs. And
part of the benefit for an artist signing to Strange Music is the touring and merchandising opportunity that they get as well. Because you do like 200 dates a year. 250
shows a year usually. You know what I mean? It's hard for me, you know.
Sheesh.
It's hard for me, but I come back skinny. You know what I mean?
Was that hard on you, like as far as being married and everything, being on the road all the time?
Oh yeah, that's why it didn't work. You know what I mean? Because I'm married to my fans. You know, my wife didn't like the fact that I share my pain or her pain with everybody else. You know, it's like, why you got to tell everything? I'm like, I don't tell everything.
You have a song where you actually confess a lot of things that you did in the past.
Yeah.
And your wife actually heard it for the first time, and it's her least favorite song.
I don't remember talking about all this.
You must have been really drunk.
You drink heavily, don't you, Tech9?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I have like a Cadillac margarita every time I sit down, you know.
What the hell is a Cadillac margarita?
Patron Silver, Grand Marnier on top, margarita mix, stuff like that.
Perhaps some KCT.
Oh, yeah. I mixed. I had everything that night. I had. I started off with KCT, which is Hennessy, Sprite, and Lemon. That's my drink that I'm gonna be putting in stores real soon. Hennessy, Sprite, and Lemon. I had like 4 of those before you came in. Then
I didn't even get there that late.
then somehow I had some Jameson. Somehow I had gin and juice on top of that, and a Bud Light. You know what I mean? And what else did I have, man? It was. Yeah, and a Cadillac margarita. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
But you did stop using all those hard drugs that you did used to use. How does that affect your music?
I still have the memories. I still like N9ne. I'll say that.
You can say vagina, yeah, okay.
I can say vagina, you know what I'm saying?
But you did decide to go clean, and you had an experience that made you say, okay, you know what, no more drugs.
Uh-oh, what experience was this?
I did 15 pills in one night and almost died of dehydration. Oh, okay. And my little girl was looking at me. She was like 2 or 3, and I came in the house sweating like crazy, sleeping on the couch, you know, and I said, okay, I'm about to die. I got to cut this out. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I didn't have to go to rehab.
I mean, if you say you're about to die, there's no need to cut it out. You're about to die. You're going to cut it out in heaven?
Yeah, I can feel it. You know what I mean? And
nobody in your family ever said to you, or anybody close to you ever said, you got to chill with all this because...
Yeah, my homeboys around me. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys around me, Big Scoop, Chris Calico, Maxzilla, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if Michael Jackson didn't have just yes men around him, I think he'd still be here. You know what I mean? But real, you know, to be there next to you, like, you're doing too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always had that. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, Tech9ne, we look forward to hearing your album.
Yes.
And anytime you're in town, you better stop through.
Oh, yeah, man. I respect y'all for having me. You know,
and I had already heard the album. I got to go to the listening session, so very impressive. Excited about it.
And you're not lying though. You're not just saying that because we're on the radio on them right here.
No, I told you I love the song Fragile. I had already heard that online before I even previewed the album, and of course I heard the song Bitch, and that's featuring T-Pain.
T-Pain breaking into colored houses.
You couldn't get Future.
No, that ain't why.
No, wow.
That ain't why. That ain't why. You know, like T-Pain, my boy, we done worked before. I knew he can get the job done. And I tried to get that Future. And I'm like, the Rico Wade thing. I saw that last night. I saw it. I'm like, they put that part up. But anything I say, y'all can play for anybody. I don't care, even if it's bad. If I say something about somebody, I mean it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. All right, well, it's The Breakfast Club. It's Tech N9ne. It's Power 105.1.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join The Breakfast Club. Blast off in your ear. Weekday morning 6 to 10.
Only on Power 105.1.